All right, I thought I'd start this video off with something kind of fun. I was looking online and I found this cool brochure on the SO10 and neat pictures. There's a lot of stuff, but it's really hard to find for this. If you notice in this picture here, there's these little things that go out like that, kind of like a little S-looking thing that goes up. I've actually seen them on something. I can't remember what it was, but I'm actually going to make those at some point. And they go on the bumper, and there's like big bolts in the bumper right now. But what I was reading in here that was kind of cool, and of course everything's in German, so if you just know a little bit about this, you can look up this document somewhere. I don't know, I think I found it on the Samba. But it says the weight of the vehicle, and it says the weight of the lift. So, you guys, guess how much you think it weighs? It weighs, well, you have to take the what are they called? Kilo, whatever, and convert it to pounds. You guys in the U.S., and it is it's between 1,500 and 1,600 pounds. That is pretty heavy. And it says how much the truck weighs, kilograms. I'm sorry, I just couldn't think of it while I was looking. But it says how much the truck weighs with the unit on it. And I think it was 3,800 pounds, basically dry. And it said the GVWR, but it's written another way. And I forget what it was. With the weight, I don't think it carries much more than that. So 3,800 pounds with the lift on it. So the truck doesn't weigh much, the actual truck itself. It's the lift that it carries, though, is probably, that's almost as much as the truck weighs, right? Something like that. I guess the truck's about 2,200 pounds, 2,300 pounds, and the lift weighs 1,500, or totals out to 3,800, whatever that is. Do some math. I'm not doing it right now while I'm trying to make a video. But I think that's kind of cool. I just want to share this with you guys. A lot of people were wondering at some point, how much did it weigh? That's what I found out that it weighs. And that's what it's going to look like when it's done. Isn't that cool? It's going to have stripes on the outriggers. I looked on them. They were striped, but it's been painted over a few times. So like that's not the original color. But you can see here there's lines, and a line right here where the paint was on that. So obviously this thing's been repainted several times, but I can't really see it right now because look at the paint runs and everything all over it from so many gobdum coats of paint. I could see it this morning, but I can't really right now because the sun's on it. But I could see, actually you can kind of see it faintly, little lines like where there's tape lines right here, where it had this part and this part were both candy cane at some point. So, but it's been, like I said, it's had, a mini gobbed on. Looks like maybe they just took an airless and just puddled the paint on it a few times. Paint jobs. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue with this quarter panel. Get everything filled and primed real quick on this side of it. Maybe I'll do some stripping on the other side and get that ready. I'm not sure. And because I really want to mainly get this new metal all protected with, at least, temporarily protected with some primer. And then we'll start, probably after that, we'll probably do the nose and go from there. Lots to do still. But if you guys been watching this from the beginning, I've got a long ways on this thing so far. Look at it. This bed's like near done, actually. So it'll be really near done when this is primed, wouldn't you say? Talk to you guys later in the video. right, guys, let's see where we're at now. It looks like a truck again, right? I just set the bed pieces on there just to see where I'm at, just so I know. Still, this has got to go forward more, so it's hanging off the back almost half an inch or so, so it's a little too far. Once I get it all the way up forward, it should be just right. And then of course these things have to overlap each other in the middle, looks like to me. Yeah, let's look inside here. I put some primer on the back wall. Yeah, there's a little primer on there. This, I know guys are probably thinking, oh my god, that's so thick. I can't spread that Bondo very thick. It goes on really thin, that filler. So even some places where I spreaded it over, I thought, you know, barely put a little bit on there, and I had to kind of really try to spread it thick as I can to even get it to go on a 1/2 or so. It's really hard to spread that stuff, but it sands so fast. So that's the thing I like about it. But yeah, that I had that pounded pretty straight. I did check it again with the straight edge. Well, I took it out. One of my straight edges, anyway. Checked it with the straight edge, and we're looking at a maximum of about 1/8 of an inch of filler in the deepest points, so it's not much. It's on there. It looks like some of you guys might think it's a lot or something, but that's something flat like that. It's really hard to get super straight. Had about, I didn't have this all on camera, but I probably had 30 to maybe 100 heat shrinks on there trying to get everything to work. So the panel actually kind of does a little bit of that. Didn't get all that out of it, but wasn't planning on it either. So, but it'll look all right. You won't really notice it. It's such a gradual amount that once it's got the door on there and it's painted, you're not going to see anything. It's going to look good. So that's all done. You know, this part's kind of mocked up and together now, just for now. I'm not going to put the bed tops on, so I'm going to paint everything inside. It would be impossible to paint inside there without the bed tops off. I mean, you could maybe go in there with an airless or something. I mean, it would be a mess. But I've been trying to paint it with the bed tops off. It's going to be really hard because just putting the spray gun in to do the primer, really hard to do. Probably going to have to make the pre-val spray cans for some of it to kind of get in the corners and stuff like that. It's going to be really hard to paint. So it's not going to be the fanciest paint job at all. Just protection, number one thing, is what I'm looking for on that. So I should be able to finish up this corner, get that thing on pretty soon. I'm going to get these things painted so they're out of the way. Just stick them on the car. But I think once I don't know, I might go through and block this again. I kind of burned the primer a bit because I didn't want to try and grind that whole edge off. It's easier to use the plasma cutter. So I'll just sand off all the burnt parts, and so I just threw some guide coat on there, sand it off. Gonna prime it again anyway. So those areas where it's brown, I'll remove all that primer. Can't go over that stuff. And then I'll work on the doors, kind of get them ready. Get this nose done, put the doors on, finish up the dog legs. Really, I mean, it's not that far away. Really, it's getting closer. But I'm getting more and more tired. 2 of these in a row. You know, the Westphalia, you guys who watched that, and then all of a sudden then I'm doing this thing. 2 big metalwork things in a row. It's just like, it's a lot of work. So it's getting me tired. I got a lot of work coming, and I got a lot of maintenance to do. I got other cars I got to work on, my own stuff, and I got some other things coming in here that'll be kind of fun for you guys to see. But yeah, I'm trying to get this thing to a stopping point where I can just pull away from it for a little while, but I'm not there yet. So I kind of want to get my parts piled down I mean, I can set the bed tops on there like that once I get a little more paint and stuff like that inside. Let's kind of put them on there just so that they're out of the way. Then I can move this thing out of this area and I can clean out everything. It's just piling up mess right now, and it's getting to irritate me. So I just can't stand working in a pile of junk everywhere. But anyway, that's it for this one. We'll just I got work coming. They keep on sending me emails, man. I got emails coming in like crazy. Got tons of jobs backing up, and I'm gonna have to do that for a while, but I'll still manage to at least get a video out on Fridays. I'm trying to do that, and then maybe on Monday, I don't know, you know, that'll be kind of trying to get at least the videos on Fridays, and then for Fridays and Mondays what I'm trying to do, but I may not end up with that, you know, but I'll try and do at least once a week on it. So anyway, I'll talk to you next one. Please like, share, and subscribe.